Hello everyone. Currently I'm back. So my name is Dennis and I'm here to discuss and give a guide on a deception deck for beginners. So a little bit story about deception or what make deception different with other gods. It's like deception when you compare with war, nature, and light, uh, which are more focused on like creatures creatures and like controlling the board using creatures or a little bit of spells and attacking and defeating the opponent using creatures. Now deception has a little bit difference with other gods in terms like they have their own special skills and ability that make deception unique. So one of this one like to discuss is like the hidden ability. So technically, creatures with hidden you cannot attack them, but you can do a random spell damage there like AOE and another random spells like random target, right? And deception also is also famous on like sleep spells. You can like sleep one or more creatures at the same time, and also one unique one is like they have the capability to control other your opponent's creature, or you can like gain cards based on opponent's god. So the playstyle in playing deception are either go aggro, control, or a little bit like stealing cards, and based on that, the bad thing about that is because they have like special ability, you cannot build a pure hidden deck using a core or welcome card. You cannot build a sleep deck, control deck using welcome and core, right? So technically, what will happen is like uh, we will not focus on sleep control or hidden deck, but we're gonna focus on like a control deception or a thievery kind of control and thievery kind of deception with a little bit of aggro to control the board and to attack. So without further ado, let's start. So currently we have a deception starter. So if you're new in Gods Unchained, you will have this starter where, as you can notice, majority of the cards are in 4 casting cost, 5, and you have like 8 casting costs there. But we will gonna help you to build, which will make you a little bit help you during your flux farming and a little bit level up during a regular playing time. So let's gonna click this one. So we're gonna go for the set for welcome for 1 casting cost. So we were gonna do a little bit of balance because we're gonna focus on a little bit of control, not aggressive one. So on the welcome, we're gonna get probably 6 to 8 of 1 casting cost. So I highly recommend Wild Hog Vanguard. And on the core pack, if you have a switch duelist, go for 2 of it, but currently I only have 1. And my probably if you're gonna go for a replacement, you can still go with the shield bearer. This will be good for early and mid-level game, or you can like use another card like for, as you can notice, there's like a hidden cards already in for neutral, but we will not focus on that build. So the advantage of switch duelist, this is very famous in hidden, but because it's rare, it's also difficult for you to get 2 of this one unless it was featured on the Star Store. Then you can purchase it because this is like a rare one. We can go for a trial spirit here. I think this will be a good support card. Technically, you gonna play this one, this Wild Hog for. Oh, we can like try to use one of this makeshift shiv here. This is one of the good cards. As you can see, it has 5 durability and it's a god bleed. So first thing you can do 1 damage. Okay, so let's go now for a two casting calls. So currently for welcome, you only still have the Panacean Messenger. If you don't have, use this one. But let's see if there's something more on the core. I highly recommend Amber Arrow. And currently, one that things that I don't have, that I must for deception, is the trap. So if I go for trap, so I don't have the hunting trap. I highly recommend to use this one. This is like a good spell card to kill opponent, no matter how big it is, as long as the strength is more than its health. So currently this is an epic card. I don't have this one, but this is a must on any deception. As you can see, there's no other creature now in deception for 2 cards. I still highly recommend the skeleton heavy here. And if you need more defense or stuff, we can like go for the Wicked Fae, or just for a little bit control, we can still use the Ranger First Bow. So if you have hunting crop, which is an epic, go for add that one as soon as possible. And then we're gonna go for the welcome for the third casting cost. Currently, this is like good for hidden deck. But I highly recommend Hunt Warden for board control. And for the 3 costs, okay, I highly recommend both Vagabond and Jinx Blade. So, Bolt Vagabond is a good card because at first it's hidden, he has flank, and every time you attack the opponent, gods, you have a chance to copy the card that will next turn will draw by the opponent. So it's a good advantage. You get a copy, you get an extra card, and you know already what will be his next turn draw. And that's a good. Sometimes once you play this one, sometimes you use the God Power. Uh, God Power of Orpheus Distraction deals 1 damage to him because he has a 3 health. You can like hide him again, and you can do it next attack turn, and you can copy. So it's like a good card for stealing cards. And another recommendable is Jinx Blade. So some of the high majority of deception like aggressive deck like hidden and aggro, they using Jinx Blade, and this is a good card because every turn it gets +1 health, not just like so when I end my turn now, it will get 4-3, and then if opponent end the turn, he will become 4-4, so go on and so on. Sometimes if you're like opponent has less creature, if opponent has no creature, automatically he never get +1. So I think this is three costs will be enough, and let's go now for the 4 cost. As you can see, we're doing a mid-range here, so we're gonna balance from first up to 6 or to 7 or 8. So for the welcome pack on forecasting cost, I recommend this one for control, but not so. This is like similar to hunting trap, but this one is 4 to cost, like same ability as hunting trap. Additional is it became enemy creature became confused. All other enemy creature became confused. So it's a good versus war and light, but not good for nature because it's already majority of their creature are already confused. So for 4, nothing here in welcome. We can go to the core. So on the 4 cost, I highly recommend to use conspicuous car carriage here. And this is like a best best front line or wall, because it has like additional ability that if literally opponent did not play a card and he died, it will get like this a bomb that deals 3 damage. So majority, if you play this one, majority of your opponent mindsets are he wants to cast a lot and destroy it on that turn, like make sure there's no bomb will be added on his deck. I can also recommend the Uncanny Rogue here, and as you can see, this is can give friendly and deadly. So deadly is very a good ability, and you can like put that one on any of your small creatures like Vanguard or this one, to literally eliminate big or smaller creature. Okay, and it goes to the 5 casting cost. So as you can see, we only have 4 for the 5 casting cost. So now, if you don't have like Inconspicuous Carriage, you can go for Wetland Ogre again, like one of my favorite neutral card. Or if you don't have Uncanny Rogue, just go for that Wetland for now, temporary. You can like mix and matches of those one. So for the welcome, for the 5 casting cost, nope, I don't recommend both of this one. I rather go for the. So if you go to here, so I'm sorry, there's a little bit lag now in Gods and Chains. So people are complaining na also. Currently now, as you can see, you can use Wetland Ogre, and this is like a little bit similar to the Carriage, right? It's 2/6, but this is like a generic one. You can go for a Wetland Ogre for the 5 to cast. I highly recommend maybe add one of this one. It's a good steal card, especially for another control deck. You can like steal opponents' big spells or big creatures at turn 5, and if we don't have other, you can use for the 5 casting cost, you can do Feral, but if you, because we're gonna do as a starter, you can go for Ogre Archer or Hylian Battlesworn. So I'm gonna go for Hylian Battlesworn. I think 5 will be enough, and then we're gonna go now to the welcome for the 6 card. So for the 6 card welcome, so yep, a little bit lag now in Gods Unchained. 6 card, no, they don't have 6 cards, so we're gonna go for core. I highly recommend to use one of the best AoE spells in the game. Can literally so a little bit slow now on the Gods and Chains. So here, Rapture Dance. Rapture Dance is one of the best AoE, and as you can see, it deals damage each enemy creature equal to the number of enemy creature. So this is more on enemy creature. It will not affect your creature, but your enemy creature. If they have 3 creatures, it deals 3. If you have 6, it deals 6 damage to all. And this is like a good AoE, especially against aggressive, like nature, light, and fast. So the only thing that you have to do is delay the game until 6 turn. And usually the main reason why there's a famous control decks, like also in Deception also, because of this good AoE. And once you got that one, as you can see, we already have 30 cards. We can like lowering the number of like possibility of this one, a little bit of this one, so we can like have like a 7 and 8. So one of the famous 8cc that so let's check first any 6 or 7 7cc, so none here. But on the core, let's see. So in control, majority, one of the famous 8 control card for Deception that even in high ranks they use it is the So this one, anti-magic expert, and for the 7cc, if you manage to have this, try to use one. This one is like hidden, or this one a good one, or try to get any 7 cost cc, like for you to delay the game you can get 7, or if you have like a Hillian, go for it. But technically I think this will be enough. Maybe add more for the control a little bit at the very beginning. And I highly, so currently we have 2, yeah, we can like go back, add like the 3 costs here, just like to build more control deck. So this is like a generic deception, right, for beginners. Like literally, your main goal is to draw a card. Your main goal is like to control the board, and try to a little bit steal card for some, and using anti-magic, cutthroat. But I think the main reason why I gonna use this build is for the god power. So the god power that I highly recommend for this build will be Thievery. So the good thing about this one is while you're controlling the board, every turn you can like steal one mana. Or for example, if your opponent is war, you can steal 1 mana. It's either a creature or spell, and that's a good advantage because you still manage to get more cards in hand. You have like more option compared with those light deck, aggro deck, like Light Wars in Nature, where eventually once they play a lot of majority of their cards, their hands are getting lower and lower count, like one hand. You can like option. You can also use Orpheus Distraction. This is literally main purpose of this god is either to kill 1 health minions, or you can like hide the front line. So if you want to attack face, you will hide the front line creature of the opponent, and technically you can like attack directly, because any creature that is hidden, its front line will be like literally hidden. Like you cannot attack those or cast a spell unless it's a random spells or an area effect or like AoE. So I recommend Thievery, and I think this will be a good for beginner, for especially for flux spamming. Now let's try if we can like build a hidden using common and welcome card. So if we gonna clear this one, confirm, and try again. So we just type hidden here, and we gonna try first, and let's see if we can like use some welcome card. As you can see, we have here and core. So this is a good one, especially for those 1 turn. You can like give it +3 and hidden again. Oh yes, oh just only +3, pump it. Duelist, it must have 2. You can try this one, and add this one. And that's it. That's the only hidden cards here. Now you can use yeah, I don't know if this will work, but you can like try. So another option here, based on my experience, like people who do a hidden deck, they as you can see, I have like another hidden, but that's not a core card. You need to add a little bit of control. So for the welcome cards, you can still add a little bit aggressive card at the very beginning, and for the core card, you must have like is to pump. So famous one is to increase attack, and even the spells that like unborrow, and if you have hunting trap, use that one. Anything that will pump, give you a special attack. So especially if it's hidden for a turn, still playable, this one. And So some people play this one because so you will just straight attacking them and then use this one not to attack you. So something like that wall. And you can like even use the 4 to cast one, because like I said, this is like an extra damage also. So go to the forecast, and you can use one of the either one or two for that one cast weapon. Where is that? And I think this is also a good a face like a hidden, but your goal here is literally attack god face. Literally, you either, because it's hidden, once you cast it, it's hidden, you can attack again. You can attack next turn without worrying that your opponent will attack it or kill it using spells, unless there's a random spell or AoE. And then you're gonna use wall to put once, because some of your hidden creature is once attacked, next turn it will be unhidden. So you try as much as possible to protect them with like this small cast portable fortress and or portable fortress and some and this. And you can like even add more, like pump your creature before you attack and try to do that. But this is like there's a well famous hidden deception deck of this kind. So I just like want to, if you want to try hidden transition and once in the future you get more cards, especially get the expansion card, more expansion card from, or you have to pay or buy some expansion card, then it will be loot. So if so, the best hero for God Power for that deception hidden is the Orpheus Distraction. Your main purpose is either to hide your own creature, again, like especially those 2/1 become like those 2/2 with 1/3, or you're gonna hide their front line creature so you can like directly attack them by a face. So you're not go for a board control or trade with your creature, you just literally attack directly the god. So that's like a cheesy one there. And if we go to the as you can see, if you go check the geo deck, there's a lots of like hidden rush deception there, as you can see, like 82% win rate. And as you can notice, they have like skeleton heavy, bronze gate, like I mentioned, wall to secure your creature. And one of the famous hidden creatures are this one, Shadow Bletion, Switch Duelist Steals, that's why this must a must, and Shade Walker. So another good hidden. And as you can notice, this hidden here, this is not one turn only but permanent. As long as you don't attack, it's still hidden. This one is very powerful because it's always hidden. This is like one of a must in hidden deception. You can use rapture just like to clear boards or if take advantage. And as you can see, you have this kind of creature to and same increase of damage. So that's like a goal. Okay, so that's like a little bit. So we have like control, deception, and a little bit of hidden. But for me, for to better understanding of the control mechanics, go for the control deception, like I mentioned on the first build. And I believe that's it. So if we check the cards Unchained here, as you can notice, you can like add the most common use: Vanguard, Shield Bearer, and Skeleton Heavy, even Bronze Gate. And Rapture are very famous in any control deception. Switching Duelist for the hidden. Jinxable Duelist can be added in control and in hidden. Dark Knights for hidden. Umber Arrow and Hunting Traps, like good for destroying opponents' cards. And Inconspicuous Courage, either for hidden or also for control. And this one is like a expansion card, and that's it. So Assassin's Aim, Volt's Vagabond, and as you can see, so and that's it. So if you have like more question, kindly comment, and if you and kindly please subscribe and like my so it will motivate me to create more Gods Unchained content. And thank you, and Have a nice day and good gaming, guys.